Your trusted connectivity partner, Telkom Business, proudly brings you the Entrepreneurial SME Show.
Many people suffer from poor hearing, but unlike in the olden days, there are solutions to this. For entrepreneurs like my guest, Kirshni Ramen, founder of KDR Audiology, her business offers a chance to make meaningful impact socially and commercially. Welcome to the Entrepreneurial SME. I'm Rams Mabote. Here is a short summary of Kirshni's journey in business thus far.
My name is Kirshni Dalvin Ramen, and I'm the founder of Lifetime Audiology in 4 ways. At Lifetime Audiology, we provide hearing services for children and adults, as well as mobile audiology services, whereby we assist patients by coming to their houses to provide service. We're operating since 2021, so it's about 3.5 years. I found myself in this industry by attempting to look for a job after community service, and the opportunity arose and my former partner approached me to start a practice. I think the first 6 months in any business is really difficult, especially in establishing your name as an audiologist. Also, being a young audiologist, people feel much more comfortable with older, but as we grew, we found that more people were showing a much more interest in hearing loss. It's also become publicly aware that more people do have hearing loss nowadays. I think the highlight in my business is making a difference to people's lives with hearing loss. Sometimes people just find themselves withdrawing from conversation, just feeling so isolated and not knowing where to seek help and how to approach the situation. They often don't come out like anything, and just helping them to adjust through the process, not rushing it, has been the highlight for me, seeing them go from not accepting a hearing loss to now accepting I have a problem and I can get help, and this is what I can do for myself. Like I said, as an entrepreneur, there's many audiologists around us. I think that's the biggest challenge. And as it's a growing population, it's also a growing profession, which is great as we raise awareness, but also as an entrepreneur, that takes a toll on your business. I see myself providing a lot more services, at least having people working for me and providing in areas that are less fortunate. So one of the places I used to go to is in Tembisa. They understand they have a problem, but because of the lack of services there, they're not sure where to go. And hearing aids are not always the most affordable. So hopefully being able to provide affordable quality healthcare to people with hearing loss.
Kirshni, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So say that again? Okay, now I can hear you, don't worry. My hearing is not that bad. I hope I don't need your services anytime soon. Now I know you did this because you couldn't get a job as a graduate, right?
That's true.
That means then you had to have capital outlay.
I
look at what is out there and I don't think it cost you R2 to start this business.
Oh, wow. It does cost a lot, but I've had my parents' support. It took me a long time to find a job. Eventually, I got a part-time job at the university. The plan was always to open my own someday. But when my partner approached me and knowing the cost of equipment, I spoke to my parents and they were like, just try, you never know. You can always repay us back, but they took a chance. So that's how
I'm glad they did. And so far?
So far, so good. There are days that, yes, it's very hard and I wonder if I made the right choice. But when you see your patient walking in and giving you good news like, I can hear, I never heard this before, it makes it all worth it.
A lot of young people, make a choice to become pilots and other amazing careers. Of course, stupid ones like me choose journalism. Why audiology?
I remember when I was in grade 10, they told us to research a project on what you'd like to become. I knew I wanted to do something in health. I just can't deal with the surgery and the blood part of it.
Gory.
So this was an alternative, something in rehab, helping people to adjust to everyday activities.
You
So
don't have to look
hearing.
inside the ear because it's rather dirty in there.
But that's fine. Then you're looking inside the body. Okay. So I've chose the ears.
So how do you tap into the economic benefits of this? Because we know the social benefits, right? I've got a daughter who's hard on hearing.
Yes.
She needs somebody like you. So we know the social benefits. How do you tap into the economic benefits of this?
So for me, it's the economic benefit is when we provide the service, the hearing aid part of it. That's where we actually do make money. However, at the same time, it has to be something that's cost effective. And like you said, you mentioned you have a daughter with a hearing loss. So, hearing aids are not always covered by medical aid. So,
Tell me about it.
And it's not accessible to everyone. As the technology in hearing aid develops, so does the price.
Yeah.
It's like buying a cell phone. As the newer version comes out, a newer version of a hearing aid will come out that allows you more access to speech sounds. That's how we kind of get a price point and develop from.
Speaking of which, there should be a lot of technological investment in your business because you can't function as if this is 2002. It is 2024.
Yes.
How much is that a factor in your business?
It is. We have to keep up with all the latest tech, all the latest gadgets, what connectivity, what Bluetooth connectivity. A lot of hearing aids nowadays are Bluetooth connectivity, Wi-Fi connection, streaming phone calls. It's similar to your AirPods. But I think that's easier than helping someone adjust to those features and technological challenges.
If you have a 58-year-old.
Exactly.
But how does it help, though, the clientele? Do you find that technological advancement?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
They actually love it. And because they spend so much of time on Facebook and social media, they're always looking at their phone and, does my hearing aid have an app? Can I connect it? Can I listen to my music? At night when I'm listening to my podcast, can I do that?
Yeah.
So it helped tremendously.
But ultimately, Kirshni, while you ended up in health and doing what you wanted to do, you are in business.
Yes.
How do you keep the balance? Because there's two things happening there.
Yes.
You're helping people, but you are running a business.
Oh, it's hard. I won't lie, it's hard. You're conflicted every day with emotions like, I want to help this person, but I can't do it for free.
Yeah.
It's a consultation because sometimes the stories that we hear and the hardships that people face, I think that's the biggest struggle for me, is trying to separate them both. But being here for like more than 3 years, I've adjusted well. I feel I've adjusted well, and I've taken it to know now balance it. And also by being in rural, underdeveloped areas like Tembisa, even the Witkoppen Clinic, by just doing pro bono services, I think that helps to ease the tension.
You do that?
Yes.
That's well, that's great. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Not many business people realize that that's very important. So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to get to the heart, maybe the ear of your business when we return. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back shortly.